What's up, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America, planet Earth? Back here live at Scarpazi's with your fucking edition of Bar-jutsu. I am Jim, just Jim. Nobody gives a shit about me, so how the fuck should I? And here we are with Aaron Romeo, the fucking one and only goth hop with his Yes Indeed shirt, pointing over on the side because we had a whole fucking crew, but everybody got up and they said, fuck it, I'm going to go over. Hey, we're just live. We don't give a shit. Come pay your tip your bartender.
Tip your bar.
With us, also on camera number 2 is the one and only, what's a good word? Lustrous? Is that a word? Sensational, bodacious. Layla Page, what's up, girl? And then there's the man who needs no introduction.
Please do it anyway.
We're gonna do it anyway. I gave that title to Valance today because you don't use it anymore. But
thank you.
Valance of ValanceSaidIt.com. What's going on?
Not much.
How's that beverage of yours?
It's fantastic and it was free, so thank you.
It better be fantastic. We got a new crew tonight, but they all decided to get up and leave right when we were like, "Hey, we're gonna go live because it's fucking 8:00." Everybody got up and fucking left, so they'll come strolling in. I know, like look, they're all like, "Oh, we're gonna talk about having sex with midgets, and we're gonna talk about the economy." Notice how I put having sex with midgets, the economy, in that order. Because that's how we roll here.
One thing we can do something about. It's like, yeah, whatever.
I know. We have so many more things that we could talk about. If the rest of the crew would show up because we're live, Jesus Christ. Fucking. See, are you coming in here or are you just going to stand there holding your dick?
I'm a shy guy.
That guy's
Just shy guy
like that. Jesus Christ.
With us via live, not satellite, is the burly bearded man, the one and only Michael Petruzzi. What's going on? Enjoying his fucking food. Eat it up, fatty. And the fucking, I guess the rest of the fucking crew's not.
Is this the equivalent of seats taken?
Seats taken.
Hey, my new custom Chuck Taylors.
I enjoy it. You can see here before we get into it, because there is a man sitting across from me that is dying to fucking talk about it. Aaron Romeo, let me do the sponsors because I know you can't do it.
Yeah, I can.
I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. It's been a minute. We had the first of the year, or 2 weeks ago. We were editing the fucking the coal mine.
Oh yeah.
Episode 2 of Spirits and Chasers, which turned out to be uneventful, and we will get to that. I want to get Ray and Sarah back.
That's a sack of crap.
I want to get Ray and Sarah back here to talk about it. It was a bust, and it wasn't so much that it was nothing going on in the location. I'm sure we could have found some stuff. We had it was supposed to be like an 8-man crew, and it turned out to be like a 28-man crew.
So fuck up.
I'm gonna find ghosts in a fucking rave.
And I was like, I know. I was like, hey, and we're like setting up the cameras and everything, and I was like, it's kind of loud because even the ghosts were like, yo, hey, we're out. And we were like, okay, how do we do this? Because it's their bar.
Right.
So I went up. I'm like, hey, we're trying to record like EVPs and everything and stuff. And they were like, oh, yeah, all right, we're good. All right. Talk to you later. Okay, we'll just chill in here. And I'm like, you don't get the point. Could you imagine if I was a ghost and you were investigating me and you had this message to send from beyond the grave and you're like, go to my house and find this key. And you hear, oh yeah, and then, Dave took a shit in the fucking parking lot, blah, blah, blah. They're all laughing and the ghost is like, what I was trying to say was there's this thing located under my, and then they just kept going.
See, in all honesty, I do something to scare the shit out of fucking everybody. So any of the chickens would run out and when I finally had a few people in the room, I'd be like, all right. So now what we were saying was
nothing will ever beat Valance though. Standing in the middle of the bar where he was like, I'm done. Good. Dude, it's been 40 minutes. I'm all right.
I am.
See you guys later. He's like, I got a party to go to. But before we get started, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. We want to thank Iron City Beer. Please, if you're going to go drink some of that fucking shit, make sure you drink responsibly. When I say shit, I don't mean the beverages that they provide for us. I mean shit as in out. A general category of, let's go drink some shit.
Like calling women hoes. Like, you're not talking about all.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's just like, it's just a general term for, most
Bitches.
bitches.
I didn't see. Please drink responsibly. And also, I want to give a shout out to Meineke Car Care. Aaron Romeo,
Yes.
if we are, I don't know, let's say we're driving down the street and you're like, clunk, 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 clunk. You're like, dude, something's fucked up with my car. I'm like, you got to get that shit checked out. Where are you going to take it? Oh, fuck's sake. I just set it up.
He was gonna mess it up.
He did. Like, most people
Can't catch.
You supposed to
check. All right, I'm going to say this because Truzy's not been here. Hold on. Good job. Way to go. Way to fuck that up.
far away.
Let's try this again.
I got notes on my.
So, Mike, I'm driving down the street and I hear something clinking on my car. Clink, clink, clink. Where should I take my car?
I'll go to Heineken's. I need new brakes anyway.
There you go. See how he just went like this? You were all like, four score and 7 years ago. Our forefathers found out. And, all right, I'll let you take it. If you can't afford it, but you need to get it fixed anyways, what can you do?
Easy pay. Pay a little up front and pay the rest later.
All right, that was good. What's with the delay?
Layaway.
What-
This is like the afterpay mechanics.
It is the afterpay mechanics. I like that. What's with the delay every time I ask you something? Did the
that's
gears
way
get
my
in?
brain gets.
I imagine that there's somebody working the gears and it's a late shift and they get their feet up. They're like, ooh, we had a question. We had a question. Go.
That's how it is.
Do you
It's like
remember
a
that
Ratatouille
episode?
got into the weed.
It's like, wait,
Do you remember that
wait,
episode of
wait.
SpongeBob where like he asked like Patrick Star a question and like the smoke starts coming out?
That's what happens. You ask Aaron a question and he's like,
A little bit of drool.
yes.
Oh shit.
The longest dramatic pause for anything. That's it's easy pay with Meineke Car Care. You check out Meineke in Pleasant Hills and Castle Shannon. Also, if you are big into retro gaming, which I am, but I fucking suck, and you like the old school Nintendo cartridges where you put it in, you blow it, and you're like, ooh, I'm slutty. Ooh. And you put it in and you put it in there. Vista Productions makes some very cool games. Not only do they make cool games and they're like Friday 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff. Dude, they are approved by the actual like film studios. The actors and shit.
Yeah.
They sent them copies and they were like, hey, this is cool. We'll endorse it. So they are endorsed. Vista Productions. No sex on that one. Because it sounds like Vista.
Yeah, it does.
Listen.
Right.
You know what I've always wondered, it's like why do they call them blowjobs and that stuff? Because you brought up like blowing into the cassette player to get it to work and stuff.
Yeah.
Excellent question.
Why do they call them blowjobs if you have to suck?
Aaron Romeo, do you have any thoughts on this?
Fine.
That's,
Blow your
that's a
load.
good point there. That too.
Does run.
Could be a blow and load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's something that's always
Sometimes the breathing on it, if they're breathing
You're
heavy.
fucking. He's like, yeah, they feel like sandbags.
Built a breast before.
That's Vista Productions, friends. Go check them out. Also, you got if you're looking to kill some shit, you just want to shoot some shit, you're all pissed off at the world, you're a postal worker or something like that. KMC Firearms. Pew pew pew. Also, did you know that they are going to? This is gonna be crazy. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna give away a fucking gun on Bar-jutsu Live, and we're gonna start getting them gun bashes.
Oh.
So we're gonna. They asked us. They said, "Can we do a gun giveaway on your show?" I guess.
So what do you mean about the gun bash? Want to talk more about that? What do you mean?
So they are going to start doing gun bash. You know what a gun bash?
Yeah. But how are we going to be involved with
Yeah.
Do I get one?
it?
I mean, we're gonna show up
Okay.
and like
Like when we do the Zubru thing, like something like that.
yes.
Yeah.
I love that. And you know what makes me smile about that? I love like when we do the Zubru, yet I'm the only one that shows up. I'm just kidding. I know that you guys are always busy and shit and everything, but everybody knows you're always welcome for
So
the
we
Zubru.
told about the day before.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. I'm sorry. Sorry that I post on Facebook everything, and then everybody's like, dude, you got something going on this weekend? I'm like, yes. It's just the 17th annual Zubru we do every year. KMC Firearms. Shoot some shit. Also, they're gonna do something. We designed, help them design a shirt. It's to battle childhood diabetes. So they got some shirts coming out. We're gonna go ahead and post a link on there. See where you can get a shirt so you can help raise money for childhood diabetes for Brimley. Diabetes. Thank you. Who else we got? What else? Are we missing some sponsors there? Did I get everything? All music by Jesse Hale Music. Look at him. He's itching. He's like, this is definitely his opportunity to shine.
Can't forget Jesse Hill.
Are you ready? Aaron Romeo,
Yeah.
what's in the news?
We have a lot of things going on, but we're going to touch base, right, with the recent
Just say the news.
plane crashes that have been going on.
Yes.
January,
4 in a week.
Yeah, 4 in a week. And it's
4.
interesting. There's been
And you're
a
planning on
total
going
of 18 major ones
Better
last
start
year.
walking.
There's already 4
Yeah.
to start. Yeah, already. So
If I
you can
go
imagine we have all these other
plane
months.
That's
That's my time to go.
But
sweet. Cooking painless.
See,
Supposed
my
to
little
be more
sister's
safe
in Italy,
trips.
and she's coming
You're
home in a
supposed to have
couple weeks.
less
I'm like, you better
chance
start walking. She's like, and
I'll get a
swimming.
grant.
And everybody talking right now. I got all these multiple cameras. I'm trying to switch them. Like,
It's safer to drive.
do you
now.
think any of them? And let me ask you this question. Let me pose this question to you. Pondering this. So has anybody seen Mallrats?
No.
It's
Good.
been a long
Too
time.
young, hasn't remembered it. Everybody doesn't remember it. They tell the story about the guy jerking off. The plane starts going down. He starts going to town. The guy next to him looks at him. He's like, well, shit, might as well. He starts going to town. Next thing you know, the whole plane is going to town. And then all of a sudden, the plane levels out and everything's good. And the captain's like, hey, sorry about that. Little turbulence. We're good to go. Everybody zips up and goes away. There's all quiet. And the one dude's like, well, did he come? And they go, Jesus Christ, man, there's some shit you don't talk about in public.
Is that air gel?
Yeah.
That's what I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Aaron Romeo would be in a situation, and dude, I love you like a brother. And I want to punch you in the fucking throat sometimes.
Well,
But I can only imagine if we were in a scenario, like let's just say we were in an elevator, right? There was like just like 6 of us in an elevator. I can only imagine. And like, let's say the cables were snapping and they got on. They were like, you know what? There's a fire in the building. We can't get to you guys. If you have cell phone service, call your loved ones right now. We're trying to get to you, but it's not looking good.
Right.
I could see Aaron Romeo being like, oh, all right. Anybody want to get in on this?
Have to establish a Discord.
But I could see that. I could see Aaron Romeo just going, well,
You know, if I
good thing I stretched this morning.
This is he's Dwight Schrute.
You are
I usually peas in the corner. Dwight, what are you doing?
It's the cum corner.
That's my nut. All right, sorry. Go ahead. Continue, please. You're doing a fantastic job.
thank you. And even
I want to come back to that.
there even was 3 around Christmas time, like literally within that week during December too. There was like 3 in a week, which is insane. There's like one in, as I look at the notes, Kazakhstan, Bucharest.
Oh, those don't count.
Yeah, they and then South Korea.
You can count those one.
Still missing a Malaysian flight somewhere.
Yeah, we're missing a Malaysian flight.
Aaron Romeo, how many years have we been together? How many years have we been doing broadcasts? We started with Drunk Dallas Podcast
Started in that dojo,
in the dojo, in the martial arts school. The dojo for the,
like what,
Weeks
2015,
ago.
almost 10 years.
almost 10 years.
Those two.
And on day one, I remember saying, I have it recorded on the Internet Archives. Please come and be ready.
He has notes. This is the first time I've seen him as ready.
Yes, but that doesn't count as notes. And I get it. It's 2025, and he's going, and I appreciate it. There is a notes app on here,
Yeah, but
but I
looks
want.
like you're on Wikipedia.
I want.
Dude,
Dude, are you really on Wikipedia right now?
it's an outline. I'm looking at like the flight so I can get the right
You know, they can
information.
go in and change the facts on there.
Yeah,
So, Oh my god, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you a topic, and you're gonna go in and change it, and then we're gonna tell him this is the news. And I'm like, dude, just read Wikipedia. It's on there. And he'll read it.
Don't let him see the editor.
He'll be like,
By Layla.
mass amount of masturbation goes on in East Persia.
Especially in Elevator. Masturbation protests.
Where are we at? What else is going on? Let's move on from the.
Yeah, and then of course
Planes.
the one in DC with the figure skating team as well.
No, let's move on. Everybody's dead.
Move on.
Plane crashes have ended.
Sad stuff.
Sad stuff. Sorry for the lives that were lost. Moving on.
Something happened this Sunday, a special event.
Oh, for
This
fuck's
is
sake. It better
not
not be what I told you to say. Say for the end. I told you to save it for the end. I want other news. I want to hear about volcanoes. I want to hear about decapitated babies. I want to hear about anything other than what you are chomping at the bit right now. He was like,
We know that
Now he has nothing.
now he's blank. He's got
Yeah.
nothing.
Gulf of America, January 20th, was established. That was one of the orders of
Gulf of America. Does it get any more patriotic than that? I submit
We
that
built the
no.
wall a little bit lower.
the
Go on.
so we see, there's like been different executive orders and still people protesting and
I saw today that Google changed it officially. Google changed it. Like if you're in America, according to Google, it'll say Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
If you're in Mexico, it'll say Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, is that what everybody's talking about?
Yeah.
Anywhere else, it'll say Gulf. That's if you look it up on.
Did you know that, Aaron Romeo? Then you're fucking fired because that is your job as the news anchor of this show to bring us. Thank you, Layla Page, to bring the way she said it. Bring us the news. Hey, before we get into this, and I don't know if I wanted to say it, I was all excited. I was looking at Aaron Romeo's chin. We are missing Amanda Nini tonight. She is very sick, very under the weather. We miss you so much. You are my yang to the yin,
His
and
views.
you're on my left nut to the right nut for Lance Armstrong. The balance. What's out? I can't function whenever she's not here because she's my what do they call that? The something off. No, not that. You can't
Your
steal
right
what I
hand,
steal.
your
Not my right hand. No.
You're right.
Other
The lead. She's my lead off.
your Leo.
She's
You
my
sound
lead
like
off.
your muse.
She is my muse.
Is that a bait?
So, but Nini, we wish you well. We can't wait to see you next week, and we hope that you recover. It's fast. Everybody's got it.
Yeah.
The location, I'll just say that she works at. Everybody is sick,
Oh, yeah.
and she's like, "Okay, come tonight." That's exactly how you sound. I'm gonna get a text message right now. She's like, "I do not sound." She goes, "Yeah."
You sound like
totally
Adam
gonna.
Sandler from Hotel Transylvania.
I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna regret making that comment tonight. I shit you not, I will. Get well, Nini. Get well soon. Get well soon. We want you to get well. That's from Seinfeld.
Oh god.
All right. Are you ready? Because you're getting on for 42 minutes about it. Aaron, what happened Sunday?
Sunday
Sunday.
was
Sunday,
Super
Sunday.
Bowl 59, and I'm gonna bring this about. They mentioned the New Orleans victims at the beginning of the Super Bowl pregame, the ones that were ran over. And New Orleans, like the crazy
Right.
stuff that happened down there. They were like showing pictures of them on the field,
Yes.
remembering them and everything. But right before the coin toss, of course, Chiefs won the coin toss, chose to kick off, which is smart.
How'd that work out?
And snowball for them.
She's telling you, football fans are so ghetto. Like, this would never happen with a wrestling pay-per-view. Running people over nonstop. Like, it's so
Oh,
ghetto.
no, what football fans? That was
Just
terrorists.
Oh, I thought that was football fans.
No,
Like, football fans are
that's
so
happened.
ghetto.
When did that happen? That happened. That was like a couple months ago, right?
It was in January, the beginning of January.
Yeah, beginning of January.
Yeah.
Like, some dude just ran people down on the street with a truck.
Do you see that people in Philly are like tearing the city down? That's why I'm like, football
That's what
fans are so
Philly does.
ghetto.
Well, that's Philly. I
That's
mean, I
Philly.
told
That's
you
what
the
Philly
story
does.
about the D battery in Philly when I was wrestling.
I'm telling you, wrestling fans would never do this.
But no, they're Philly fans. It has nothing
They
to do with
grease the
wrestling.
light pole so they can't climb them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
They
put
still
grease
do
on the
that.
light bulb so they can't climb up the
Fucking
light bulb.
ratchet.
Philly's fucking terrible.
Philly's
It
terrible.
just smells like piss.
It's the whole city smells. like
And there
piss.
was memes about Philly wins, Philly loses, Philly riots. I don't know.
Either way. Either fucking way.
Sorry, Aaron, go ahead.
You got him. He's turning already. It's like,
But yeah, that's crazy. Like the riding to do that, to destroy stuff. It, like when, regardless, like why you're destroying stuff, looting. Well, you know, you want.
It is a weird
There's
concept.
one
We're in the city now.
Yeah, no, literally.
so the Philadelphia Eagles, they won. Go on.
It was their second Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, we're 22 minutes in. And I want to talk about having sex with midgets. Sorry, little people.
Fuck I know well.
Beat the Patriots 41-23 in Super Bowl 50.
No, stop.
That was their first championship.
Sorry, that was my fault because I asked if Philly has won before.
They won this 40-22 against the Chiefs.
There you go.
22, and I'll get
Thank
right
you.
to the
Relevant
score.
information.
Jalen
Give me
Hurts.
like the review, and then there you go. That's what I want to hear. So, all right, let's try it again. That was a rewind. Okay, Aaron Romeo, what happened this Sunday? What happened this Sunday?
The Eagles on Sunday, on the fine Sunday, the Eagles defeated the Chiefs 40-22 in Super Bowl 59. And Jalen Hurts was
It's a
the
60-minute show, bro.
So, but yeah, he had 2 touchdown passes
Thank you.
and a rushing one as well. And then they had an interception return by Cooper DeJean.
On his birthday.
Yeah, on his birthday. Good. And then field goals were the rest of the points.
And then Mahomes threw that worthless touchdown, ruining my opportunity.
Daddy, no.
Did you see though?
My fucking shit.
Yeah.
Did you see though when he threw that? Like the Eagles were all kind of like laughing. They were like, "Let him have it." They're like, "Good job, buddy." They're like, "Way to go, way to make that."
You did it. You can
Yeah, see, the first time online, Kenny Pickett won his Super Bowl.
Fuck that guy.
Kenny Pickett's a fucking
He
ass.
couldn't get a first down.
Did Kenny
So,
Pickett
right, he
even
didn't get a
play this
first,
year?
and then
He was
a touchdown.
I mean, I don't know about regular games, but he was in that for like a few
Minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
But I mean, that's how
He
could
probably
you?
got his Super
How
Bowl.
can you? Yeah. How can you truly feel good about yourself when you're like Rudy? Don't get me wrong. The movie Rudy is a great movie, great inspirational movie, and But when you sit back and you look at it, the dude was a sack of shit his whole life.
Stuck a bib in his fucking
Right.
shirt.
And then finally, he's like, although that is how it happened. Like the two play, he gets in for the kickoff and then he sacked the quarterback. I was like, oh my God, that actually did happen. Because I was like, oh, they just did that for the movie. And that's what happened. I was like, holy shit, that's kind of cool. But like, I could have saved a production company millions of dollars by just doing a 3-minute skit on our show.
He used to come into my old
But if free,
workplace
TikTok.
all the time. He's a fucking asshole.
Who, Rudy?
Kenny Pickett.
Oh, Rudy
Rudy came to Earl.
He likes to pull the "Do you know who I am?" story all the time. Like, bro, no, I don't fucking know who you are. I had to Google him because I didn't know who the
Yeah,
fuck
your fucking
he was.
kids raised you.
Crazy.
He was terrible. He was awful. He was not ready for the NFL.
Because like literally, like my coworker's like, "Do you know who that was?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "That was Kenny Pickett." So I'm like,
I'd have been like,
Let me see.
hey, ask me that question again, but change some of those words to, do you care who that? I'd have been like, no, I don't give a shit.
"No, he's
What's
quiet."
All right, sorry, Aaron. Continue.
So the Eagles are 2-3 in Super Bowls. The Rams have a similar Super Bowl record. The Chiefs are 4-3 in Super Bowls. Their Super Bowl as a franchise as a whole. They lost Super Bowl 1, the Chiefs, the first Super Bowl
To the Packers.
35-10.
To the Fudge Packers.
Yeah, and that wasn't sold out then because that was before people really took it serious. They're like,
Ticket cost $11.
Now they're like $5,000 for nosebleeds.
There was some, I know there was some for like $500,000.
Yeah.
Well, they put a metric up with like Super Bowl 1
yeah.
and this Super Bowl with cost of ticket price and
Well, I'm
30-second
sure
ad
the
price.
location of the venue doesn't help either because like wasn't the last one in Vegas?
I know, but New Orleans is pretty awesome. I hear some commotion going on behind us. And where's Danilo? Son of a bitch.
So he's waiting to put his head to sleep.
Then just knock him out already. We're waiting for some guest star. We're waiting for some guests to show up. One of them showed up, but he's too scared to come on because he's in a small cast. I only said that because he's behind. But so the refs, they came through, they showed up to work.
Yeah, they actually worked it real good. And said early on the offensive pass interference, I thought
You know what?
it was like, all right.
You know why?
It's like,
Somebody said if the refs don't this is a Avalanche joke. If the refs don't do their job, Philly was gonna riot. And I'm sure they were like, damn it. Happened anyways. I'm sorry. I'm taking your spotlight away. You're a very dim spotlight. You go this horrible newscast.
and midgets.
Fuck
there,
yeah.
too.
Let's go.
Well,
All right.
anybody have a strong opinion or fun opinion about the halftime show, though?
Oh, that's what I thought you were going to do. You being Mr. Goth Hop and Romeo, I'm a music artist. I'm a performer. You didn't say shit about Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick,
who sucks anyways.
In meetings, multiple Grammy winner, had a lot of hits. Serena Williams made a cameo.
Yeah, I read that this morning. She
She
made a cameo. So that's Drake's ex from 14 years ago.
Yeah, from a long time ago.
Like, if you brought in an ex of mine from like 20 years ago,
I wouldn't give a shit.
I'd be like, what was your name again? I'd be like, who is that?
People make TikToks.
Drake is super emotional.
Drake is emotional?
Yeah.
Is it because he's Canadian?
Did you ever see that?
He's a pedophile.
Did you ever see that meme where it's like? You ever see that meme where it's like Drake made a candle that smelled like himself and it's like smells like bitch in here?
I don't listen to Drake or any of that shit.
I listen
What
to-
are you staring at? You know what I need? We need like a dangling light or something like that that blinks every time. I'm going to turn it on. Or you know what I'm going to do? Because we're going to bring your show back. I'm going to start, you're going to put the electric dog call on. So every time I start losing it, a little zappy in the dude.
I like, remember when we did that Bodies in Motion?
Yes.
I wasn't not there for that.
Oh, that was classic. The smelly one. So we did. So you know, you're new to the show. So we did. We do shock trivia. We'll bring in. Usually, we bring in like strippers, and we put the collars on them, and we ask them simple questions, and if they get them wrong, and we get a little fucking joke. And we traveled up to what was that? Portage, PA. And there's a strip club, exotic dancing club. They're a traveling club, but they finally got their own location. So we were invited to go do a show, and he said, "Can you come do shock trivia here?" We were like, "Yeah." They were the girls. They were the same girls, not the same, but some of the same. That when we were down there, what is it? This Bar and Grove, whatever it was. When I said we were live, she was like, "Ah." I'm like, "Bitch." It's the same. So we put them on there, and we were bringing them in like 2 by 2 on this one set. And you know how fucking horny Aaron Romeo gets when it comes to women. When it comes to feet. You know what I mean? It's just fucking
And legs.
feet and legs. This girl sat next to him, and you can see the moment on camera. He's like,
Looking at the.
she just stank. She smelled so bad. And he was like, "Can we be done with these questions?" It's like, yeah, okay. There he goes. And like after we went off the air, he was like, "Dude, you know I love me ladies, but that one stank."
I'd say that, yeah.
Could you imagine? And don't get me wrong, I love you, but as fired up as he is, and seems like a nice for him to turn away. Not only was it vagina, but it was vagina that some people probably pay for.
Yeah.
That gets naked for like the smallest amount of greenbacks.
I feel
And
like
he
you
was
are
like,
low key picky.
Stripper vagina.
Like as open as you are, you seem like you're low key picky.
No.
Gotta be deep.
That was the first time I knew that. When you were like, when he was like, yeah, the hygiene, because he was like, she just stank.
Yeah. Deep sea fish.
Stinky stripper.
It was like,
That's Body's Emotion for you guys. Make sure you check them out. Sorry, Gary. I'm sure she doesn't work there anymore. So,
I don't even see it.
anyways, good job. Philadelphia wins.
Thank you.
Kansas City cries.
It's like those
Drake
fish
fries.
nuggets,
Drake
frozen fish nuggets.
fries is not the same.
Yeah, that's the smell I would describe in chlorine mix. Chlorine.
Chlorine.
The smell of chlorine.
Oh, the stripper.
Fish.
Dude, I thought he was talking about
Makes the
the
You know what
Super
happened?
Bowl
He
win.
found her at Zoo, bro.
Uh,
Brought her right out of the fucking aquarium. Jesus.
all right. Thank you very much, Aaron Romeo. You did a great job. Short but pointless. Uh, Layla Page. Sex with midgets. Go.
Why do I have to start to talk?
Because you were just like, let's move on from the news. I want to talk about sex with midgets. Now, let me ask you: are we using that term appropriately?
Little people?
Is it little people?
Yes. That's apparently the less offensive term.
I don't get it.
Hold
They call it midget football and stuff and everything.
Right.
Why so offensive?
But is it worse to call them little people now since there's so much Drake going on?
I say all look like the 12.
Confusing.
What about the vertically challenged? That's universal works.
That works. Critically challenged.
I don't know.
But it's too much to say when you're.
Right.
And for a while, they went with dwarf.
See, I feel like that
Those are
sounds
two
No,
different
that's
things.
different.
Those are two different
That's a
things.
different category.
Why? What do you mean?
So-
The proportions are different for dwarfs compared to whatever
Little people.
are now.
Do you know what's funny? I know you guys probably don't watch this because you're too young and you don't watch TV. And Aaron Romeo is just clueless. You may see this. Anybody watch the British version of The Office?
I've never been.
Okay,
Oh,
it
you
is.
watched the
It is
American
hands
version.
down. It is hands down the best. It's fabulous. There's an episode in there where they're firing a guy, and they have to fire somebody from the warehouse, and it was either this one dude or this other guy. The other guy just happened to be a midget, little person. Sorry. And they go into this rant, and he's yelling. He's like, "Are you not firing him because he's a little person?" And he goes, "What does it matter if he's a midget or not?" He goes, "They're not called midgets." He's like, "What is he, a dwarf?" They go into this big whole explanation of the difference between little people, midgets, and dwarfs, and how midgets is offensive. But it's a whole segment of and they're like, "How does he know so much about little people? Did he take a course in college?" He's like, "No, it's just called an education."
According to baby Karens.
According to Google AI, it's a little person or person of short stature.
It was like this.
That is the that is the politically correct
Baby Karen sounds better.
for what we've been referring to as midgets.
But you keep saying midget.
Well,
Why can't? Okay, if
I'm
you're
not going to anymore.
is that what Google told?
That's what Google AI says.
It says AI tells you. AI said, "Do not call
Google
them
said
midgets."
the PC term for midget is little person or person of short stature.
They also call it.
Person of short stature. I will never be like, "Hello, person of short stature."
Hello, tiny human. That's just my go-to.
What's wrong with
a baby.
What's wrong with little man? Hey, what's up, little man?
Yeah.
Is that? I guess that's offensive.
And it's
You'll get
also-
kicked in the shins.
It's also a copyright infringement.
Little man.
What?
That movie, Little Man.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can't call him wee man either, I guess.
But I don't understand why, Aaron Romeo, why can't we use the term midget?
Because it comes out, I guess, as derogatory.
For
towards
what?
midgets. It's like more dwarf or little people.
I would think dwarf would be
More offensive.
more offensive.
Yeah.
Because I'm basically like, why don't you go back to the North Pole, you little shit? And I mean little shit in the most heartfelt way. But I never understood that. Plus I don't have any midget friends because they kind of freak me out. Small hands. Smell
I
like
want to
cats.
get like
He
midget
wants
friends
the-
and call them the
He
little
wants the
puppy.
small hands. That's what he said he wanted earlier. He wants
Yeah, the tiny
Oh,
hands.
you know what's gonna happen? I just thought of this. Somebody watching this right now they're gonna flag us for being offensive. It happens all the time. And then I have to go in and I have to appeal it, and then they release our video and they're like, "Okay, well, you can watch it."
Sorry.
But fuck you, Facebook.
no.
But oh no! Oh, you know what else? And I guess they changed it, but you used to be when we first started doing this, we kept getting shut down. I was like, why does our episode keep getting shut down? There used to be something in there. I don't think it's in there anymore. But if you mention Facebook in your post, they took it down because Facebook doesn't want you. They don't want any part of your video. They don't want anyone to ever be like, well, we sponsored that or we endorsed that. That's why they mentioned our name in their video. So just the mere mention of saying Facebook on a video got us shut down. So if you go back a few years and you watch our episode, I try so hard not to say Facebook. And then if I say it, I'm like, Facebook has nothing to do with
Well,
this.
are they
this
still
episode.
on that like type
I don't
level
think
of,
so.
like,
I think they got rid of
censorship
it.
since they got rid of the fact checking and all that stuff?
Oh, but
So that much.
I don't know. But I know this. I know Zuckerberg now is all like MAGA country. He's all like, well, shit. Sorry, sir. You can say whatever you want. You want to put your orange dick out on it?
He's like, hey, look, Elon's an alien. He brought him on this planet. Fuck yes, I have hope.
But like, there were so many things. Let's getting back to the midget. Aside from the fact that Aaron Romeo said earlier, he enjoys sex with midgets because of how big his penis looks in their hands. See how I threw that on you? I said that.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom.
Fire hose.
But
It's like the Drake dick picture.
what amazes me about that is,
Oh, yeah.
you know what's funny about
I
that?
don't look out of like I only looked out of curiosity. The thing is fucking massive.
What?
No, it's
I'm
not.
being dead ass.
The Drake dick pic? No.
I looked out of pure curiosity.
You're
It
being
was
dead ass. That's what
massive.
he calls his kids.
Huh?
You said you're being dead ass. That's what Drake calls his.
That's funny. That's
I
funny.
didn't think it was that big.
Getting back.
He's like laying in bed, and it was like the hose on a back.
Thank God. Oh my God. Thank
Hold
God
on.
we have a disclaimer on this video. We go live.
You said you don't think it was that big? No.
You just like see him laying in bed, just kind of floating.
It's like, I've seen bigger.
Is it like the guy that killed himself that sits on the edge of the bed? Every time it's like, "Hey, Merry Christmas! I sent you this card, and open it." And it's just, oh yeah,
It was
Why?
big.
because he was
Too
getting
much blood flow to one part of his body.
because the thing was too big.
no, no, he was getting like just negative, not negative feedback, but he was getting so much like, dude, let me see that thing. Come on, let me see it. There was so much on him that he was like,
I just
Like Dirk
walk
Diggler.
around with a house.
Like, that's what I hate about myself. Is like I am a curious ass person. Like I see a bunch of girls like posting on Facebook. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm just gonna go look it up.
but it's like we had medicated Pete on the show, and he showed a man in Nini. When we were, because we could do it on the screen, and he got up and he was like, "You want to see it?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she's done right. And I said to her after the show, I was like, "Did you embellish?" And she went, "No." She's like, "I'm traumatized." She said she was just like this, and it was like, because I've seen it blurred out on the show, but I've never seen, because I'm like, I don't want to. This is my worry. This is my worry. And Pete, if you're watching, we love you. We promise we're going to bring it back. We've had so much shit going on. He messages me. He's like, dude, get me back on the show. So we love you, Pete. Hope your mom's doing
Big
good.
Pete.
Huh?
Big Dick Pete.
Who blurred it out?
Big
Was
Dick
that
Cannon.
you? Didn't he get to blur it out?
What? No, because he had his back to it. But all we saw was Amanda's face, and she was like, but my worry is, I don't want to be like, all right, I have to see it. And I'm like, okay, medicated Pete's penis. And I open up the picture. I'm like, all right, well, that is big. And then I turn around and like a bus hits me. And then we're like, well, let's investigate this. What was he searching?
Yeah.
Oh, he was a closet homosexual.
So you always have to have one person that is willing to delete your history on your phone when you die.
Yes.
Or you have to Google, not gay, but looking at this picture. Anyways, talking about penises. You're getting very quiet.
Yeah. Taking
Taking it all in.
All right, let's get back to it. Mr. Okay, so since Valance is the aficionado on midget penis, tell us.
I'm not.
Yeah. Is it normal size or what?
I have no clue. I've never seen
Oh, it.
midget penis. I'm not Googling that.
Why would
There's
you
no
Google
busting
that?
that occur, right?
Like,
Nobody's-
we're talking about
Listen,
midgets.
it's recorded right now. It's live. It's aired. We all know that, you cut from the rough. It's okay.
No, I have no idea. I don't have any clue. I'm assuming that's going to be variants like everyone else's. And some of them probably are really a tripod. Because it's a lot easier to be a tripod when you're
I don't know.
like
I'm not buying that.
I feel like the ones with the small hands don't die.
I know if I ever meet one, like let's say I'm at the gym, we come out of the locker room or
You
something,
see it.
and he's there, and it's like bigger than mine, I'm just gonna kick him.
Or do this. Hey, bro, spot me on the bench.
Oh, no. I have moments where I get out of the shower, my dog, because the water's cold, there's shrinkage. My dog will be sitting there, and he'll be like, "Is that it?" I'm like,
Do you
"Fuck out of my face!"
What kind of treat is that?
naked?
The what?
Do you ever feel awkward when pets see you naked?
Sometimes, especially when they're like when my cat is sitting there and I'm getting dressed in the morning and she's just staring.
How about whenever you're like hooking up with shit and their dog or their cat is just
hanging out,
just chilling? It's like
Dog never moves.
It's like you
Stares.
This sounds like a specific scenario.
This is not a unique event. I feel like we've all probably
My dog.
No.
My dog watches all.
This didn't sound. I'm
No.
sorry. This didn't sound generic. This
It's
didn't.
not generic.
It didn't sound
It's
arbitrary.
something that's happened to me on more than one occasion, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point.
I get it, but it seemed like it happened recently.
Do you ever
Because
get one growling or a cold nose on your ass?
I forgot that. But it was so specific and like he was waiting for it. Oh, did you ever get this? Whenever you do that, you do it. I was like, no.
The cat's just chilling on the corner.
He's like, so I heard. But
Yeah, it's just like
I am not asking.
so speaking of midgets, you're going to Mexico.
Yes.
Are they banned in Mexico? Midgets? Aaron Romeo?
I don't know. I would think not.
Hold up on Wikipedia.
They probably gravitate to certain parts of Mexico. Like, or
hey, you must be this
Tijuana.
Do they get? Here's my question, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it comes out naturally, so why not? Do they get like half off the discounts and shit?
They get to shop in kids sections.
But they get that. But
I'm
like,
jealous.
let's say that I'm a little person. So what? They're not what?
They're not banned in
They're
Mexico.
not banned. He looked it up. Aaron Romeo, this is why I loved you. Are midgets banned in Mexico?
And
Did you look up our little people?
And there's a wrestling division too. The mini
The mini
Mini
luchadors.
Estrellas, mini
That's great.
Estrellas, Lucha Libre,
Lucha Libre.
Mini
mini
luchadors.
Estrellas.
And this is for you. You know why I hate getting back to that? Why do you watch Luchador?
We're in there.
Why? Why do you watch?
Because like the wrestling is like phenomenal.
But doesn't it bother you that it's all right-handed?
But
So
you missed me with that one.
doesn't it bother you that everything's on the other side?
Huh?
That bothers the shit out of me.
What do you mean?
But you're also like a professional.
I am. So for Valencia, you don't notice. In professional wrestling, everything is left-handed. So if I'm gonna wrestle you and I'm giving away, it's kayfabe. I don't know shit. Everybody knows this. And if you don't know this, shame on you. You just fucking got out from under a rock that you sleep under. In like American professional wrestling, Japanese, whatever. Everything is left side so that everything's universal. So if I'm working you and I decide I'm going to start working on your arm, I work your left arm. Okay. So
that for camera angles too, maybe?
no, it's just so that we know. No.
Okay.
If you ever go back and you watch tapes and you see a dude, he runs into the corner, he'll run in with his left shoulder or he'll run in with his left knee. And I'm like, and he's always working. And then all the moves are designed so that it's left-handed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're left hand. Lucha Libre is all right hand. And it fucks with my head because like when I used to travel and if I got in there, you know, like luchador and you know, he would bring my right arm and I'd be like, dude, I'm like, you know,
So let me ask you this question. Weren't there like luchador characters in WWE or professional? Like,
yes, but they
so
hated it.
they-
Like Rey Mysterio talks a big in the beginning. He's talked a big deal about it because in Mexico everything's right-handed. He had to adjust.
So he had to make the switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you watch carefully, because I don't watch it anymore, but if you watch carefully, any luchadors that work, you'll see them occasionally. If they're newer, you'll see them mess up.
Yeah.
So wrestling sucks nowadays. How long was the Royal Rumble? Was it 2 days this week? This
One day.
stupid. Who does a pay-per-view on Saturdays? Wait, when was WrestleMania?
WrestleMania is not like
It's not March this year?
no. I'm trying to go to WrestleMania, but it's in Vegas. And I'm too scared to fly a plane. Right
Flying a
now.
plane?
So I'm too scared to fly a plane right now. So
I would.
I know. You look, Aaron Roman is like, yes, you should be.
no, I want to go to
Fly the plane.
WrestleMania, but it's in Vegas. But I'm too scared to go on a plane right now.
I go on a plane and fly a plane are two different things.
I would never.
Okay, I'm scared to fly in a plane. But I start walking.
You couldn't pay me off your
Why?
It sucks. I'm gonna tell you right now, and you're gonna hate me. And we talked about this over and over again. And I'm not gonna bring up that dude.
Shut
Rhea.
the hell up.
I'm not gonna bring up Rhea
My wife.
Ripley, whatever. But
My wife.
They are
She just don't know
WWE
it
is
yet.
so focused on. All right, I'm going to put a disclaimer out before I say this because she's going to get mad. Whatever. Women's wrestling sucks. I'm going to tell you why. Don't look at me like that. Because they can't look it up. I got the camera photo. She's got dead stare. uh, the acting is terrible. The
She was
the moves are unbelievable. Oh, I don't deny that. Men's acting today sucks. But I tried to show you if you watch Wendy Richter and the Fabulous Moolah, if you go back and you watch that, they were phenomenal. The acting was phenomenal. They were on point, and they hurt each other.
Okay, nothing can beat the old days. Like, we can all admit to that.
I get it, but the shit that they do now is so terrible. It's so bad. Nothing's believable.
I
Back
tried to
then-
get back into it, but I couldn't. So I was kind of with you on that.
It's terrible. I looked it up the other day. There are 18 title belts in the WWE. What the fuck do you need? When I watched, there was 3. World, Intercontinental, and then the tag team champions.
Yeah.
Occasionally, when they decided we need to fill some spots, they would bring the women's title back. Like, hey, let's have a women's. But they only had like 6 workers. They only had 6 females, and they were the greatest 6 ever. And then you had Glow. Did you ever watch Glow? So if you watch the original Glow, Glow was incredible. A lot of the old wrestlers, they were old WWE.
Was that a TV show recently?
Yes, it was a new one on Netflix. But Glow was phenomenal because Glow was done like a soap opera. You know, it had like the back. It was really catered to it. Like it was storylines and stuff and everything, but more Hollywood style storylines. And then they would go out and they would do their matches. They would like, we're gonna do this, blah blah blah. But the matches were incredible, and like it was real work. The shit that you get today, I would want a refund if I were to. Sorry, I don't mean to bring you down on that.
You want another wrestling tangent?
So we talked about the Super Bowl. We had. What are you looking at?
Sure.
Watching what?
He wants to go dance.
People watch. People watching amazing. We went 23 minutes with his goddamn news report, and then we talked some more about midgets, and then we got on wrestling. And guess what?
Time's up.
We got like 5 minutes left. Right. So let's talk about what we plan on doing this year. We're bringing the beer pong.
Oh yeah.
I know we do this every year, but we get so much shit going on. We're bringing beer pong back. We're going to bring back whenever it gets warmer. We're going to get the cornhole championships. We're going to have shock trivia. I think we should bring back shock trivia next week.
I won't be here.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear you going to Mexico either. I want to hear that you're going to be here for shock trivia.
No, I'm going to Mexico on Sunday for 7 days.
I think Valance should volunteer as being the first. Would he officially be the first black man strapped to the dog collars?
I'm going
think we
to
ever-
bet yes.
Well, he's like, yes, because people do not watch this shit.
Right.
Shame on you, black people.
You're going to play color because you thought Drake's was small.
But we'll do shock trivia. Maybe we'll get some guests. Oh, bring Drew in. All right, Drew's gonna come in. She doesn't have to dress like a stripper. She never does. But we'll bring Drew in for some shock trivia. Maybe Ruby. We got to contact. We'll be going back to Club. What is it? 412 now? No longer formerly known as Erotica. The beer pong. A lot of shit going on, and more importantly,
Oatmeal challenge.
no. I mean, yes, technically you're right. You call it the oatmeal challenge. What would Aaron eat? And hopefully I can figure it out whenever he comes on. It'll be like, ba-da-ba-ba, what will Aaron eat? Dick. No. But we're gonna bring back the oatmeal challenge. Did Ron get back to you? What'd he say?
He said the exact. Pulled out his phone.
We're so
He said, sounds good.
oh my god. We waited for that sense. I'm gonna look up the exact words so I don't misquote them. Sounds good. No period at the end of it. Just a sounds good. Was there an emoji?
No.
Fucker. Thanks. But what would Aaron eat? That's gonna be great.
But yeah.
Patricia's gonna be stopping by again to do the what would Aaron eat challenge. This is where, if you don't know what it is, he brings substances and people will put ingredients in there that are not edible to the human consumption.
From different
There was something wrong with that stripper that sat next to you.
Oh yeah, remember that? She was eating it. Are you? Oh wait, no. Oh, you're talking. Oh no, you wasn't here for that. She wasn't here for that one. So that was the girl that flashed us on camera. She was the one that was eating. Yeah. So he'll take oatmeal
Well, I'm sure she's
and he'll
put
put
a
like
lot of
sardines
things
in
in
it
her
and like Oreos and like hot sauce. And he just mixes it up. But when you had the Oreos and hot sauce and the sardines, it
was
smelled like
green.
it was turned green. It smelled like hot garbage. I
Smells
was
like
like, "Ugh."
Johnstown, man.
Ugh.
She said,
Oh yeah.
quote unquote.
But it was
She said,
disgusting.
smells like Johnstown, man.
Just to
And you're going to Mexico,
Going to Mexico.
formerly
Also,
Canada.
This Saturday, I'm doing a Cupid Undie run. So
Is that the one in the
come
diaper?
check that
yeah,
out. Why you do a diaper? That's up to you, I suppose. But it's a fundraiser, and you go run around PNC Park in your underwear, or close to as you want to get. And I'll be doing that. The third time I'm doing it.
Is it 21 and over?
No, yeah, it's a drinking event. It's very fun.
So what happens when somebody just whips it out?
I mean,
Aaron?
there's still laws involved. There's the public decency laws.
See, no, that doesn't apply. It doesn't apply. Because you can't be like, hey, you're allowed to walk around here in a thong and a bra, and then all of a
But
sudden,
not allowed
and then
to
you
whip it
introduce alcohol, and then they're like, oh look, she's naked, but
If
that
it-
dude's willy is out.
If it pops
Did
out,
you know in Pittsburgh
And
it's
that's one
actually
thing.
legal to walk around topless? You just aren't allowed to fondle them.
It is. Remember, I don't know if you knew this though.
that makes
Canada
sense.
had a big thing. This was years ago.
Mhm.
My cousin Steve Porco, he was all like, dude, we don't care. He's like, let them protest. They were protesting that only men were allowed to walk around topless and women weren't. So all these women got together. They were like, we're going to walk around topless. And the guys were like,
Thank you.
go on.
But yeah, no, it's legal to walk around topless in Pittsburgh. You just aren't allowed to fondle them or handle them sexually.
That's the same thing as like whenever you're on like public access and you do you just walk right past it.
Kind of like it.
But that's the same thing as like whenever you're filming like sex scenes in a doc, and like you can put a sex scene on YouTube, but if you say, hey, this is an educational video about like sexual abuse or whatever, blah blah blah,
No.
and you had in like the scene intros where the girl having sex with a guy or something like that, and she's topless, they allow it because guess what? It's an educational video.
You must learn.
You must learn. Aaron Romeo was like, I'm gonna have to trick those out.
Can you attend in undies, or do you have to run?
No, you don't have to run. It's a party for 2 hours. Then you run outside for like a mile and a half, and then you go back and party some more.
Do me a favor.
All in your underwear.
Because I've asked them, like, do I have to run? I'm like, I don't like running.
Fantastic time.
Do me a favor. Go in tighty whities and stain the shit out
I've
of
got
them.
like a Groot. Hold on. I got I am Groot underwear. Got
Stressing
whole
ass Valentine's
going
Day
on.
Groot.
Bro, I am
Basically, just
Groot.
got a whole.
How, when is it?
It's this Saturday. It starts at McFadden's this Saturday at noon.
Layla Page,
Shit,
what do
I'm
you got
off.
going on in life?
What?
Working.
I might see you there.
Everybody's working. Layla got a new Christmas ring that she got in February. A little Super Bowl ring. I wish I could zoom in on that, but we don't have the budget. Aaron Romeo, how's the script going on?
Because Patrick Mahomes didn't get one this year.
That's right. Ah, ha, ha.
Working on some crazy things.
Always.
It's gonna be like myself talking to myself, talking to myself.
So it's
Oh,
going to
so
be like
it's-
the movie Split.
Or I thought it was gonna be like Tuesday, like every day. Michael, what do you got going on? Trimming that beard?
So did it on the way here
I love.
in the car.
Fantastic. Well, guys, that is it. We are at our 55 mark. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Meineke Car Care in Pleasant Hills and Castle Shannon. Make sure that you stop in if you got any repairs. They won't do anything until you ask them to. They're sweet guys. I love them. Love them to death. This Productions. KMC Firearms. Anyone else that I'm missing? We didn't get a chance. They were so busy at the bar. We didn't do Danielle's shot of the week. But welcome back, Danielle. She's the best. We love you. And that's pretty much it. So we will be here next week with Shock Trivia. And hopefully your little fucking let's eat some shit and not throw up trick that you do.
I'll send you a video from Mexico.
Fuck you do that. And we'll get a video from the Lance from Mexico. From all of us here from Bar-jutsu and Iron City Beer, please, guys, drink responsibly. We will see you next week.